Hey yo everybody, Tron Crusher here. I hope you guys have a fantastic day full of joy and happiness. Welcome to the channel. Today we are back with another episode of Radgun series, and in today's video I want to talk about Ash-12 and mainly, does Ash-12 make a good budget gun or not? So without further ado, let's crush it. Alright, now we are back. Let's talk Ash-12. First thing is how to get your hands on this gun. If you have proper level 4, you can get this gun in two different ways from him. One is, as soon as you get the proper level 4, you can barter for it with one military circuit board and one wire. This costs you around 40,000 rubles. Or if you have done regulated material, you can barter for it with 2 vodkas. This costs you anywhere from 40 to 50,000 rubles. Or if you don't have proper level 4, you can buy the gun from flea market around 65,000 rubles, but this is much more expensive. Although I like to always get the Ash-12 with the circuit board and the wire, because when you get this, you get that suppressor. We are not going to use the suppressor for the build, so that allows us to sell the suppressor. And if you see here, if you sell the suppressor back to mechanic with the parts, that's 22,000 rubles, which that's the 22,000 rubles cost reduction back to our build. Alright, and for the build, we are going to use the barter with the suppressor because we want to sell back that suppressor. Since both of the barters are about same price, you get 20,000 rubles discount on the suppressor one if you sell back the suppressor. And what we are going to do is to remove our suppressor and put the Ash-12 muzzle brake, because the muzzle brake gives us better ergonomics and better recoil stats. Here, this is different from all the other suppressors on the guns. Ash-12 suppressor is not that good. Then for the foregrip, we are using the CQR foregrip. This foregrip gives us really good ergonomics and a decent recoil reduction. For the tactical device, you can use any of the ones you like. I'm going to use X400 here. Then remove your carry handle and add the riser. This allows you to put any of the sights you want on top of it. We are going to use the normal EOTech here, if I can find it, and the riser allows you to rise your gun a little bit so you don't see that smoke coming out of the gun and obstruct your vision when you're fighting. And lastly, you want to change both of your iron sights for better ergonomics to emboss and add your 20 rounder magazine to it. This is how the gun look like. And the stats are 54 ergonomics, 93 vertical recoil, and 310 horizontal recoil. And if you're wondering how much this is going to cost you, if you go here to find parts and take out the parts that comes with the gun and we don't need it, as you can see here, all the parts together are going to cost you around 102,000 rubles. And then we have the gun for 40,000 rubles from the barter, so that's 140,000 rubles, but we are selling back the suppressor for 20,000 rubles, so that brings our total down to 120,000 rubles. This is well in our budget. But if you want to buy the gun on flea market, that also costs you around 170,000 rubles if you just want to buy the gun for around 65 to 70,000 rubles from flea market. But the barter is much better because that only costs you 120 versus 170. Next thing I want to quickly touch on is what kind of ammo and what kind of magazine you should use for this gun. For the magazine, use 20 rounders. Do not use 10 rounders. 10 rounders are just not enough. 20 rounders are expensive, but they're worth it. And for the ammo, either use PS12B. If you don't have access to that, use normal PS12. Do not use PS12A. It does not have enough penetration, and the high damage because of the high recoil of this gun basically is useless because you cannot leg anybody with it. PS12 comes with 28 penetration and 115 damage. For the class 4, you need few shots on it to zero the class 4 armor. then it goes through it. It has a really high armor damage, so you can do that, but against class 5 and class 6 you definitely want PS12B. And this ammo, the only way you can get it is in the wild or you craft it. PS12B though has 46 penetration and 102 damage, so you basically need one shot for class 4 armor or 2 to 3 shots from for class 5 and class 6 armor to zero the armor and go through it. It has a really high damage. Lastly, let's rate this gun together. For availability, I give it 3 out of 10 because you need to be really high level or buy it from flea market, but it's cheap, but it's really hard to get your hands on. 3 out of 10. For versatility, I give it 6 out of 10. Basically, this gun is really good for close quarter, short range, medium range. It's not that great for longer ranges or sniping because the bullet travels so slow. Cost per performance, gun is kinda cheap. It's not super cheap, but it's kinda cheap to build it, and the performance, it's so great if you get your hands on PS12B. Especially you can one shot or two shot people regarding their armor, so I give it 6 out of 10. For effectiveness, I give it 8 out of 10. Again, PS12B hits like a truck, 1 or 2 shots on a class 4 or 5 armor, which is the most of the armors that people use, and you get the kill no matter what. So effectiveness, it's super effective. And fun factor, I give it 8 out of 10. I love this gun. It sounds great, it handles great, and it's really satisfying when you get kills with it. And that brings our total down to 6.2 out of 10, and this gun sits right under ADAR in my opinion in the rat gun ranking, and above the VPO-209 if you can get your hands on PS12B. That's the if right there. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Let me know down in comments what you think of Ash-12. Is this gun a good budget gun, or you don't think so? Do you like it at all? Do you run it or not really? Also, you can find me on TikTok right here, or you can find me on YouTube Shorts with short format videos. We are working on all the guns with the meta builds for every single gun in Escape from Tarkov right now. We are there. We already put out, I think, 15 or 20 episodes of them there. You can find them in TikTok or on YouTube Shorts as well. Thanks for watching till the end of the video, and I see you guys on the next one.